Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at the Third Doctor issue 2 of 5, the Third Doctor's second issue, written by Paul Cornell. I love the cover. I mean, just look at it, it's superb. I mean, I really do like it, you know, the iconic sort of pose from Jon Pertwee, Katie Manning's Jo Grant sort of, like, you know, snuggled next to him. And that, you know, the starry galaxy pattern, love that. And then you've got the roundels in at the back, the roundels, the round things. And then you got the Doctor Who logo there, Doctor Who, and then a picture of Jon Pertwee, like a still shot of him there. You've got the issue 2 there in the TARDIS barcode. Then on the back you've got an advertisement for Torchwood issue 2. You've got a thing about the Doctor Who shop, BBC shop thing. Behind the scenes thing of like the art, like the drawings of it. Digital downloads, the variant covers, so the other covers you could have got. I don't mind that one. I don't really like that one. And I like that one probably the most, which is ironic considering it's the standard one. This thing about this Brigadier Adventure series of books thing. Don't really know much about that, so sorry about that. Another behind the scenes sort of thing. From the issue, some more drawings. What's coming out this month, and that from Titan Comics. The next issue, and the variant covers. I quite like that one, but I very much like this one. Like, it's a very Doctor Strange-esque looking one, mainly because of all the Gallifreyan symbols at the back of Jon Pertwee, that one. And then, yeah. And then you've got part 2 of the issue, and then who it's written by, the colorist, letterist, and artist. You know, I just adore it. I love this issue so much. I mean, you've got bits with the Master. I mean, for goodness sake, he uses this sort of face mask as a parachute. What is not to like about that? As a parachute. The Third Doctor goes into Jo Grant's mind. You know, and it's just, you know, like being on acid, like, you know, just, oh my god, it's just amazing, you know, it's just so happy, and, you know, she's just so optimistic, and it's the swinging 60s, you know, or you know, it's sort of the 70s of Doctor Who, but I think it was, like, her character was, like, still, like, the swinging 60s type character. From my understanding, either that or she was just this really sort of upbeat type character. Unfortunately, though, she gets attacked by this like mechanized robot thing. Doctor's got, you know, some next level hypnosis stuff going on, which is a bit dodgy now that I think about it like that. You've got this awesome panel of the Sonic being used, which I love, because then you've got all the circles of like the Sonic beams attacking it. You got bits near the beginning of the third and second Doctor just, you know, at odds, really, with each other. You know, butting heads as usual, because, you know, the Third Doctor is this suave, gentleman-like figure, and the second Doctor is, as always, referred to as the cosmic hobo. I just love the idea of him just playing the flute, whilst the Third Doctor's trying to, you know, do some next-level mathematical or scientifical equations, and the second Doctor's just bored out of his brain, so he'll just be playing the flute in the background, which, as you can imagine, if you're doing next-level mathematical / scientifical stuff in the background whilst doing that and someone's playing the flute in the background, I can imagine it would very much tick you off. You've got brilliant stuff of the, you know, the Brigadier, absolutely phenomenal, sensational stuff with the Brigadier and the Master, you know. I am the Master, and you will obey me. I mean, just look at Roger Delgado. Oh, I mean, it just looks amazing. It looks like I'm actually looking, like, at him. Like, you know, I know it's a drawing, but it's so well detailed and just so meticulously drawn. You know, it just looks superb. I don't care what anyone says, just all these different angles and like that. And, you know, the fact that the Brigadier can't be possessed by his, you know, I am the Master and you will obey me. It's just so cool and funny, and leads to the bit where they're in this chopper and, you know, it's just this cool dialogue, you know. some I think that's missing from the new series, really, dialogue, or good rememberable dialogue anyway. You know, and that, you know, the Master attacking some of the unit people, flying off of a helicopter with his face, like the face mask thing that he usually wears to disguise himself, you know. It's just so good. And then, you know, and then you've got this bit of, like, the Brigadier kind of being like, you know, I know it sounds crazy, but the Master got away by using a face mask to parachute away from a helicopter, and then he finds the Doctor, you know, and Miss Grant just meditating in a lab. And I think I like the meditation type thing, because it sort of brings it back to Planet of the Spiders, about that thing about, you know, the Doctor being something to do with a Tibetan monk and that. And I mean, it was all about the fact that I think one of the producers of the time in the Third Doctor era, Barry Letts. No, it wasn't Barry Letts. Was it Barry Letts? I can't remember. It might have been Barry Letts. It might have been someone else. But was a believer of that sort of spiritual life and stuff. And so I think he channeled a lot of his beliefs, you know, very much about, you know, politics, you know, being a green activist, and that, you know, an eco warrior into Doctor Who in the sort of Third Doctor era, and then also about the sort of religious stance he took about meditation and that, which probably wasn't that big in the West, you know, especially all those years ago, and that back in the Third Doctor era. And that when it was the 70s, I do believe, really early 70s, and that, or 60s even, or late 60s, early 70s, and that's, but, yeah, I just love the colour palette they use for the, Jo Grant's Mind, you know. The art's very nice. The Second Doctor doesn't do too much, I guess, I'd say. If I had to say something bad about this issue, I think Jo Grant does some stuff here and there. Brigadier and the Master are just, amazing. Going into Jo Grant's Mind, although, you know, Jo Grant's a character that I've never massively liked, but nor have I hated her. I just think she's sometimes a bit annoying, sometimes she's much better, and I just wish her character in the TV show was more coherently and cohesively written. You know, excluding that, I think she's a nice enough and memorable and, you know, up there companion, really. I mean, she works really well with Jon Pertwee's Doctor, or she has done anyway, and that. And this is just a superb, you know, issue by Paul Cornell, you know. You know, you can tell the passion, you can see the love. I mean, of the Third Doctor. I just think that the Second Doctor's not massively needed, but then again, he might be in the later issues. I just think maybe it'd have worked better as just a Third and Jo Grant story, and that. And then also, these aliens don't seem to be doing too much damage. I mean, they've just attacked Jo Grant, really, and I guess that's more of a personal threat to the Doctor than it is this massive scope of an attack, which is what we got last time, so I guess logically it works. You know, you get this massive attack, and then you build down, or you build more focus into attacking a certain member of the main character's sort of team. You know, you've got this big scale attack. Now you go, as I say, more. You've got this big attack. Now you go more in depth into the main character, and that, and them nearly potentially losing someone close to them. You know, again, I loved it. I absolutely adored it. I read the Ninth Doctor comic first out of the two that I've reviewed recently, but and that, 'cause I thought I'd enjoy that more. But I actually have enjoyed this one way more, and that, loved it, absolutely adored it, you know, excellent issue, must have for anyone who's any bit the Third Doctor fan. Thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.